Yo, what's good, guys? We're back with another episode. My name is Sean Lucas, and this is Top Drive. Uh, Next topic that we got for today is sample beats versus original beats. We got three cocktails. First cocktail is the White Russian, and then the Coffee Martini. The last one was supposed to be Kahlua and Coke, but the guest host doesn't drink Coke, so he brought sake. So we're gonna drink that shit. Bah, we lit. So today we got. Please help me. I don't want to fuck up your name.
It's called GeistBlack.
GeistBlack. I apologize. Introduce yourself. Drop your IG, all that extra stuff. Let them know about you, like where you from, like how you got into music.
Yeah, man. So I go by the name GeistBlack. My name's Thomas. I'm a singer-songwriter, producer, beat maker, what have you. I'm from Greenberg. I grew up there most of my life, and I like all types of music when it comes down to hip-hop, rock, opera, metal. I listen to whatever.
Opera?
Like, yeah.
So you telling me if I got you tickets to an opera, you would go with me?
Yeah.
I copy say last time. All right, continue. Sorry.
Shit. Yeah, so my IG is GeistBlack Music. And you could also follow me on Twitter at GeistBlack Music. I got this little project that I got going on IG called Sad Nigga Beats. And it's exactly what it sounds like. I'm a nigga who's sad sometimes. And I like to make beats. So what I do is I post like a little like journal entry every. I was doing it straight for a month, like every day. I took a little break, and then I post that along with the beat, and you just look at it and tell you about how I'm feeling, what my thoughts are on current events, and what I did to put the music together.
Okay. All right. Wait, so we can find that on your IG? You gonna put that on YouTube too? Like...
Eventually, I'm trying to branch out to do a little podcast of my own, maybe do some YouTube stuff. But right now, I know the volume 1 of Sad Nigga Beats is out on Apple Music and Spotify, Bandcamp, wherever you wanna listen to music. It's there. You can find it.
Understood. All right. So today the topic we got is sample beats versus original beats. We know that you're a guitarist because you got your guitar with you right now. But you also have machines, so you do sample. So like this, you kind of like the best person to talk to you about this. So the first question is, where do you stand with like sample beats versus original beats?
I mean, it depends for me sometimes what kind of song you're gonna make, but honestly, I wouldn't say one is better than the other. It's really just what works for your approach.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's a lot you can do with samples. You can bend and stretch a sample, and you could change the key and pitch. You can speed up the time, and you can make it completely unrecognizable, so that what you originally took from the song is no longer from that song. It is yours.
Exactly. Like I can actually say, Kenny Beats, he does that a lot. He's really good for that. He's like one of the new producers out. He's not really new. Like he came out 2018, right? With like most of his number one hits and stuff like that. Like he got like a couple of plaques.
But he's been doing the work for a while.
I think he's been producing since.
He just recently blew up. That's
right. But I think he's been out since like the 90s.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Because like he's old. Like he's not. I think he's like 26. He's in between us.
Okay.
Cool. I gotta look that up to like figure out.
Yeah, I know he's been around for a minute. So, but there's all sorts of people who do like really cool stuff with samples. Like one of my favorite, two of my favorite sampling artists. Rest in peace, the great MF Doom. What he does with samples is great. On his first album, Operation Doomsday, you see he uses a lot of samples from Sade songs, and some of them are instantly recognizable, but he'll just take parts of them where, like most samples do, like a piano riff here, and then just turn that into the whole song and abstract it in such a way where it's like, this is now a Doom beat.
Right. Because it's kind of like how like it seems like you're saying like he lays it back in the background and then he uses other sounds and other instruments to come in to lay out the whole entire song. That's how he embodies the sample. Oh, that's all right. So that's kind of like the next question. That's crazy.
And just to piggyback off that, what he does is not just take a sample from one source, but he takes it from multiple sources. He manipulates it. What he does, like he does with the cartoons, like the old '70s cartoons of the Fantastic Four and stuff like that. He'll take those samples, manipulate the whole thing, turn it into a conversation, and make it part of the theme of the album to tell the story of everything that's going on. It's not just a sample existing in a void.
Right.
Like it has an additional meaning to it.
You just went in, but I don't know if I should just ask you this. I think we should just skip the next question because it's distinguishing the difference, and you just kind of.
I mean, we could go there further deep into it. The difference between like what a sample is, and just an original beat. Like, it's kind of a misnomer when you think about it because you can still make a completely original beat from out of a sample. If it's just, say, the sound of somebody hitting one note on the guitar, you could just take that one note, sample it, put it in just any of these modern programs right now, like Machine. You could just take that one note and then you could pitch correct it to all 12 notes in the scale to several different octaves, and then you can just set it up to play with whatever scale you want.
Exactly. Yeah, but that's still kind of the same thing as it's sampling, but it's not really sampling like the way that you put it. Because if you just take one note and then you duplicate it and then change the pitch and so forth and so on, it's in different pads. Now you can play that instrument on the pad, so it's like it's kind of mind fucking at the same time.
It's like I feel sometimes like everybody calls themselves when they're making beats with like a sampler, is like they say they're like a scientist. They're like you're in the lab, you're cooking up beats because you really got to go into the beat and fine tune the way you want it. Like if you know how to speak your language with your instrument, that's what you're doing. You're fine tuning it. But when it comes to say like an acoustic or just an actual like instrument that you touch traditionally, like a guitar, it's like it all depends on how you speak that language. Because the way I play guitar, like I'm not the best guitarist, but like I know when I play, I sound like me.
Right. All right. So basically, we just made the first string. I made him the White Russian. Let me know how it is. Is it like, was it trash?
I mean, it wasn't trash, but it was real strong, bro.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I don't mind it. I like it like that sometimes.
Okay, nice. Like I'm kind of heavy-handed on the White Russian. I'm sorry. It's trash. All right, guys. So next question, we have, according to history, which one is better? Wow.
Which one is better? Like in terms of like original beats or just samples? Like I mean, if we go back to like the origin of like what people classify like with popular music and how people make that based off of music theory, like one of the things that I recently learned and came to understood was that I guess the history of music theory and the way it's taught in like these classical institutions is.
Yes, but
what?
That's you very wise musically, very wise, very wise. That's crazy. I was just talking about just in hip hop, like just the lineage and like history between samples and beats, like during the each genre or generation. What was the best?
My bad.
But we can get into that next. But just continue. That seems interesting. I'm listening.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. How they fucked up. Yes.
So. Like when you think of like classical music and stuff like that, maybe there's like 4 names that come off like the top of your head. It's like Beethoven, Mozart, Bach, Chopin, that type of stuff. But it doesn't include any of the black or other, like just any other race. It's just like European white guys.
Yeah, but then,
and that's it. And it doesn't include any of like the different tonalities or like senses of melody from other parts of the world.
Okay, so now this is my question. It's not like really a question. This is kind of like thinking about it. We're in America. this is the music background of America. This is what they're teaching. So this is sadly this fucking sucks. I'm not like shooting you down. I'm just like understanding like where we are, which is like horrible.
Well, I mean, I went to you go to a college with a college that has a music conservatory. Mm-hmm. Most of that stuff is either teaching straight up jazz or classical music, and sometimes the attitudes amongst those like I guess institutions, mm-hmm. they're kind of snooty because they look down on like, especially with classical music, they look down on sampling like it's not actual music. Like people aren't making things.
Exactly.
And it's just like, oh, this is the proper way to make music with like with a piece of sheet music and it's Beethoven or Bach or whatever.
Like this is why like it makes sense. Like kind of thinking about it. Like I'm sorry that I'm flipping it towards myself, but like this is the only way that I can like envision it. Because like going to Purchase.
Oh, you went to Purchase too? I didn't know that.
Oh yeah,
I went to Purchase.
Oh yeah, let's go. Wait, what year?
I graduated 2014.
Oh shit! You graduated when I just got there. That's crazy.
Oh shit! So I just missed you.
That's hysterical. But when I went to Purchase, like I didn't get into the music conservatory because of the music that I was making. It was like, it wasn't weird. I was sampling like.
Yeah, it's like you making hip hop.
Like no, it was like I sampled, but I chopped it and then I used other instruments and I did.
So you made like original compositions based with your samples. Basically. Okay, yeah.
And then when they told me that I had to do something like original, something classical, whatever, I took Canon, you know the classical.
Park Bell's Canon, yeah.
I flipped that shit and I made it into a beat. Like that's what I sent to Temple University. I flipped. I think I flipped Mozart. Not Mozart. Yeah, no, Mozart didn't make this. I flipped Moonlight.
Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata. Yeah.
And I sent these pieces, but they were like, that's not it.
That's nice, but not what we're looking for. I know I know how that goes.
So like off of like the lineage of America, like how how they teach, like if you're in a program or if you're running the program or if you're like the head of the music conservatory about music theory, you're the old school classical way. You're not open to the horizon of new shit. This is why most of like the good people or like people that are really fucking talented leave the fucking conservatory or don't even make it in. Yeah. And they do their own shit. So,
it's a very elitist mindset where it's like I don't know how people can combat it other than like, you know, I guess our generation is going to be the one to step up and treat music more open-mindedly. Right. But with the state of it now, I think people are improving because like even with the Grammys, like you get somebody like Janae Aiko and Thundercat, they get like their own like categories now. They're not R&B.
Right.
And they're not necessarily hip hop or whatever. They get progressive R&B because they have to figure out something to give these guys.
Yeah, but the issue is though, like this is where like I kind of big ups to Sean Diddy for what he said during fucking Grammys. I think it was 2 years ago, but like the or the BET Awards. I can't remember which one it was, but your man Dead said like there's no fucking respect like. Because like off of what you're saying about the lineage and how music theory, they're doing that shit still now to this fucking day. Like, cause they're still controlling the Grammys. Mm-hmm. Like we don't control the Grammys. Like all the real artists, like Diddy, oh my god, like even Taylor Swift, even though she's won every fucking year, damn near like whatever. But all of like the main artists that haven't made a Grammy, like fucking Rick Ross, like. All these niggas that have made opportunities to try to get a Grammy, but they never got it. And it's like always given to someone that is good, but it's qualified to the natural sounding of their genre. How they depict it for when they're running the Grammys. So
I get that.
It's just like,
but like
it's crazy. I don't fuck with that.
I don't know. I just think about certain things like. So I was watching the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame like for last year, mm-hmm. and there's this classic rock group, the Doobie Brothers. Mm-hmm. They weren't in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame until that year. They didn't even get nominated. It's like It didn't make any fucking sense. It's like they got so many
Right.
hits and they've been around for such a long time. You're not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, so it's like it doesn't make like all these institutions that honor our musical heroes and artists and stuff like that. I mean, they're flawed. It's like not only the Grammys but the Oscars.
Yeah.
You know, you see a good ass movie that year. He's like, yo, this dude, he needs to be nominated for something. Last year with say Adam Sandler, they snubbed this motherfucker. They should have gave it to him for Uncut Gems.
Right, bro. Like it's just the legacy. I think it's just the legacy of America, because if we leave like the United States and we go to like Europe or go to other places, Africa, it's completely fucking different. Like everything's not as hushed. There's probably more open slots for fucking us. I think this is why a lot of people are traveling. Oh, sorry. Before I ask another question, we just drank. Sorry, the coffee martini. It's very cute, very smooth. I'm kind of tight. You're gonna see me make the actual coffee martini in the cocktail video, but I didn't put any chocolate in this, so it's smooth and sweet though. It has like a really nice coffee aroma, but with that chocolate, it's probably gonna bust. I'm not Gene it. Anywho, next question. So comparing, like, who would you work with as a producer wise? I'm gonna say Soundwave, because I'm not too sure if I know about him. And then it's not tragically, he's nice though. Metro Boomin. Who would you work with?
Yo, I mean, if I had to choose out of those or on my own, but
Ooh, all right.
I mean,
Choose between those, and then choose out of your own. Who would you actually work with?
All right. Well, I'm not as familiar with Soundwave, but I know a lot about Metro Boomin. So if I had to choose, I'd have to work with Metro Boomin. He's on the radio, bro. He's like, and I was like, I can't deny his beats. They're not especially complex, but it's like they are immediately recognizable and catchy. If I was gonna work with somebody who I personally find a hero of mine, would be Madlib.
Explain. I think I've heard his name.
Madlib, Stone Throw Record. He's like one of the. I'd say he's like an underground hip hop hero. He is the nephew of trumpet protege of Dizzy Gillespie, John Faddis.
Okay.
He's
that's okay. Give me a picture. I can't put a face with a.
Yo, he did Mad Villainy with MF Doom. You know that album?
Yes.
Yeah, come on, man. It's like
I still can't put his face. Like, give me something.
I'm trying to. It's like he's made so many things, man, that you've definitely heard. Like they featured his music in the Boondocks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. All right. Because I sampled this nigga. All right.
Yes.
Hysterical. All right. That's funny as fuck. I'm so sorry for sampling my brother, but your beats is nice. Crazy.
He's like, yo, I don't know who this is,
but
yeah. But yeah, Madlib is one of my favorite producers who I'll listen to endlessly because he doesn't just. He's my favorite type of musician because he gets bored with what he's doing and he's on to the next project. He puts something out and then he just, all right, on to the next thing.
Okay. That's a fact though. So now we're pulling to the next question. If you were put in like a time machine, bro, and you had to go back to let me do this, like the ending of the 1980s, beginning of like the 1990s, who would you work with that you figured like that you would think that would use instruments?
Dude, I'd be in a whole different lane right now. I'd be in like an indie rock band or something. Like my heroes is like the reason I picked up a guitar for myself is because of the band The Pixies.
Oh and shit.
Those bands is like that band is like the reason that Nirvana formed, the reason that Weezer formed.
Dude.
So I was like, all right, what was it about this band that made those people want to pick up a guitar? I listened to it. I'm just like, yo, they really came in and kind of did whatever the fuck they want in terms of music. It's just like, it's definitely some form of rock and pop, but like they're also just like, well, I like this weird shit, so I'm just gonna throw it in there.
Right. But that shit's fire though. I'm sorry. But that's crazy. Like I didn't. That's interesting. Interesting. Great answer. Very impressed. Fascinating. That's crazy. So next question. Over the generation of hip hop, what do you feel stands out more? Sampled beats or original beats? Like that when you hear the song, it's like it's a legendary song, but it's a sampled song, or it's like
original beats.
Okay, give me.
I'll give you an example. Kendrick's "To Pimp a Butterfly."
Holy shit.
Anything Flying Lotus put out.
Facts. Holy shit. That's immediate. That's crazy. That took you 10 seconds to answer.
Yeah, I thought about it for a second. I'm just like, yo, there's so many iconic beats on there. Right. They got people in a room together to make the song, and it wasn't just straight up samples.
Right.
And not that there's anything wrong with straight samples, because like what is it? His next record, Kendrick's "Damn," was more traditional in its approach, but it's just as legendary in its own way. But that's where I think with sample-based beats, it's usually goes with repetition. Mm-hmm. Pop music is grounded in repetition. So like with a sample, you're gonna hear the same like maybe 8 bars over and over again, and then that's where the lyrics come into focus. Because the music itself under the lyrics is so repetitive, right. It makes you focus on the lyrics more.
Exactly. But it's just like the rhythm. If the rhythm bumps, you're going to catch people bugging. But if the lyrics pop on top of that shit, you're 100% correct.
If you have a catchy ass beat and good lyrics, right, it's over. Then song is legendary. If you have a catchy ass beat and whack lyrics, people are still going to listen for the beat.
Yeah. Because nowadays people don't really listen to the lyrics. Like it's like selective few that do. Like if you got songwriter, they're gonna listen to lyrics.
With trap and like what do you call it, the mumble rap kind of wave. Yeah. I can't hate on the mumble rap wave because it is music and there's stuff that stands out that this is good. I like the like vocal experimentation and the different types of ways that these guys approach the music, but I'm not going to you for lyricism, bro. I'm not going to you for bars.
I'm going to you like to get lit, to turn up.
Yeah, for real. Like I'm not going to Lil Uzi for like whatever the fuck he gotta say. I don't give a damn. But like his music is fun, but like if I want to hear some real ass shit, I'm gonna go to like Kendrick or whatever, like Run the Jewels, like those, like Run the Jewels for instance. Those are two old heads that've been in the game for a long ass time, but like they're a new group and they're making like good ass music.
Facts. So now this is kind of like moving on to the next segment. Are you trying to freestyle?
I don't freestyle, bro, but I could jam.
You want to jam? Okay. All right. So we're gonna be back, guys, but we're gonna figure this out. All right, what's good, guys? We're back. We just finished listening to GeistBlack making a beat. This nigga just cooked up some crazy shit. This nigga's nice, bro, and his name is a tongue twister, but whatever. In the process of us doing that, we was drinking the sake. This shit is nice. Please explain. Talk about the sake
Okay.
before we wrap this up.
So this is a Nigori sake. So this is the kind of like just a fermented rice wine and the unfiltered kind. That's why it looks a little cloudy in the bottle. It's just like the I guess the residue from the rice itself that makes it look that way it does. And so it's like a sweet kind of aromatic flavor, kind of flowery taste, low key.
Yeah, it's all right.
You know what I'm saying?
I see you. All right, okay. That
High
shit
in
is really
alcohol
nice, though,
content though, so you get lit off it pretty fast.
which is crazy. But
This one's only 8%, like a little bit like regular beer, but like the ones I like a 30%.
Oh, nice. But this one, like he's jacking like it's rice, but I want to do my research, bro. That shit tastes like
It
this
is
some
rice.
type of fruit, bro. That shit is nice, nigga. But we good on that. I'm gonna take another drink before we out. But it's Sean Lucas, bro, and this is Top Drive. You can find me at Sean Lucas Sean _ Lucas. I fucked up. Wow, I'm nice. My bad. All right, guys, where can they find you, baby?
Yo, they can find me on GeistBlack Music at Instagram and Twitter. Also, you can find me just at GeistBlack on Spotify or Apple Music, Bandcamp, that type of thing. Even SoundCloud. Yeah.
Okay. Wait, what's Bandcamp? We
You never heard of Bandcamp?
Nah, we gonna talk later about this. All right, we out, guys. All right, catch y'all.